What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. The Euros is well underway. The first two games have been and gone, and I think it's been a good start to the Euros, to be fair.
Definitely. Italy are definitely the early pace setters in the Euros, but Wales did really well to fight back against Switzerland when it looked all for the world to see they were going to lose. So I think two good games early doors, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the tournament brings.
Most definitely. Big game this evening in terms of Belgium against Russia. Belgium get their tournament kicked off, and then it is the big one tomorrow, England against Croatia in our opener to the tournament. But today we have got another Tottenham update for you today, and what we're going to start off with is Napoli are expected to open talks with Moussa Sissoko in the coming days, according to Sky Italy.
Good news.
Yeah,
definitely
music
good
to
news.
our ears,
Look,
isn't it?
We definitely need to get him out the door. I think he's been here for a while, and as much as he's had some very good performances and he's worked very hard for us, I think he's just not what he used to be for Sissoko, and I think it's about time he left the club. And if Napoli are willing to take him, then it's a fantastic move for us if we can get him out of the door. I think.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like Sissoko. It's just I think his time has come. I think.
Yeah. Do you think it's any kind of surprise that Paratici's been giving this role? Well, he hasn't even joined us yet, first of all. He's been given
nothing official yet.
He's been given the role of kind of offloading these players, and now Sissoko's linked with Napoli. So step in the right direction, I guess.
I hope so. I hope Paratici has had a role in that, and if Napoli are coming in for him, I think that's very, very positive. So let's hope we can agree a deal and hopefully open up a space in the squad.
Let's move on now. Next is about Danny Rose. Adam Leventhal of The Athletic claimed yesterday that Danny Rose has agreed a deal in principle to join Watford on a free for next season, which in my opinion is a brilliant move for him. I mean, it's a shame how his career has just like fallen off a cliff at the ripe age of, he's not even 31 yet, he's 30 years old, and he's going to a team like Watford. You know, the guy was the best left back in the Premier League for nearly 2 years, or the better part of 2 years, and he's going to a team like, well, it's just a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's a good move for him. Stays in the Premier League, stays in London, has a chance to prove himself, is still at the top level. So I think he'll be motivated with this move, and I think he'll be happy to get another Premier League team under his belt, and hopefully he can prove that he's still got the chops to be at the top level. And I wish him all the best. I really do wish him all the best. I hope he has a great last few, because we all know he's at the end of his career, but I hope he has the last good few years of his career, and I hope he does really well for Watford. And if they can get him back to full fitness and back to anywhere near the top of his game, they'll have a very good left back there. So good luck to him.
The thing is, the way we talk about Danny Rose and the way like his career's gone the last year or two, it feels like he's like 35 years old or something. It's just such a shame, because he could still be a top left back. He could.
I don't know. I think there's a bit of motivation that isn't there anymore for him.
That's the thing. But like physically and by his age, he could still be a top left back. No, that's what I'm saying.
Physically, I think he's let himself go a bit. That's what I see. And he needs to I think he needs to work very, very hard to get back to anything like he was at his peak fitness. And I think Danny Rose has never really reached the heights he got to before his injury, unfortunately for me.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a lot. Like, he was at Newcastle, wasn't he? And he didn't really get into the team there. So I think now he has a chance for a hard reset. Get into a team who hopefully will value him and appreciate him, and maybe make him feel loved again. But he needs a lot of hard work to get back to peak fitness, I think. And whether he's willing to put in that hard work, we'll have to see.
That's definitely true. Next up is from Fabrizio Romano. Back on the manager situation, Paulo Fonseca is now in talks on the final details with Tottenham. He's set to change his whole backroom staff after many injuries last season at Roma.
How long is he going to be in final talks with?
Literally.
Final talks and more final talks. Yeah, sounds like he's going for a bit of a shake-up, doesn't it? So that's a bit... I don't know. I never know how to feel about that when managers do that, but I guess how many is allowed?
Yeah, this is probably swayed by Daniel Levy more than him, to be honest, isn't it? Because we knew the kind of problems him and Conte had with their backroom staff there, so doesn't sit right with me too much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess if he wants to change it up, then I guess it needs to happen, doesn't it? But
does he want to change it up? That's the main question.
Why would he not if he's doing it?
Yeah, true. But Duncan Castles goes on to say Ryan Mason and Ledley King will remain on the Tottenham coaching staff as assistant to Paulo Fonseca, who is set to command a salary of 2.5 million net a year to become Spurs boss.
And how much was Conte said to get? 15 million? 20
yeah,
million?
That's what Mourinho was on, 15, wasn't it?
There's a bit of saving a bit of money there with how much they're going to be paying him. A very, very little compared to what they were paying the other managers. So Levy probably happy about that, but have to wait and see how it all pans out.
Ryan Mason and Ledley King on the
I
coaching
guess
staff.
it's a good thing. I mean, it didn't. I don't know. I don't really know how it worked out for them under Mourinho. We know we didn't really improve that much defensively as such in terms of individuals, but
a lot of people like to point the finger at Ledley for that.
but what do they know really?
Nobody
No one really knows
what
how
actually
things
happens. But it could be true, but obviously it could not be true as well.
I guess it's nice. It's nice that they're back in the backroom staff and they're valued. So I think it's a good thing, and hopefully they can add some value to the backroom staff.
Yep. And the last one I got for you today is from DiMarzio, and that says Tottenham are thinking of making an offer for Stuttgart forward Nico Gonzalez. Just thinking about it though.
Just thinking, of course, always thinking about it. Apparently, and Romano said Paratici's a big fan of him.
Right.
So sounds like we could be interested. And looking at last season, he was actually in very good form up until a bad injury, which ruled him out from February, pretty much all the way to the end of the season. So he had a torn muscle fibre, which sounds like a very, very serious injury. So whether he's recovered from that, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But he was actually in quite good form earlier in the season, and he was actually playing up front for a lot of the season with Stuttgart, despite the fact that many people say his best position is on the left. So maybe he's a good young Argentinian attacker who could benefit us. And if Paratici sees a lot in him, maybe we should go for it, but to be honest, I haven't seen much of him, so I can't say how good he is or not. But
the Romano update about it is Nico Gonzalez is expected to leave Stuttgart in the next few days. Fiorentina have offered 25 million euros, add-ons included. Brighton interested too, but Tottenham are now planning for a move. Paratici appreciates him. No official proposal yet from Spurs, so we're fighting Fiorentina and Brighton for signings now.
Yeah, that's how it is at the moment with Spurs, isn't it?
Absolutely great stuff. But look, that is your Tottenham update for today. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any thoughts regarding anything we spoke about today. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.